Okay. Let's get the dailies out of the way. Go ahead and... I got apples. I'm gonna eat apples while I do this. I hope it doesn't take too long. I really think this shouldn't take too long. It should just be a couple it should be a fight and a couple chapters, and that's it. And then I don't have to worry about streaming anymore. And I can go about the rest of my day. I need to do this. That way I can watch other people. Thank you, Amy. You know what? I should really post this to my Twitter. Does it have the link? Cancel. Delete. Can you even post links on Twitter anymore? I don't even know. I'll just do it in 2 parts. Nolan North Deadpool. How do they even look like? Oh, it just works. It's autoplays. That's a little embarrassing. I don't like that grid. Saki. Normal missions, okay. Who wants some? It's healing, right? Let's do more of this. Just dump it. I don't feel like this. Feel summoner than you later. Bounties. I need Gehenna stuff. Fucking do more Ken, I guess. Get the dailies. Fuck. Damn you. Alright. Let's close it out. Hare. HP, crit resistance. Yeah, let's do this. Two times, so might as well. Can't get anything from that. Alright. The dice game. Let me see the dice game. Oh, I got two. Okay. A 1. Thank you, Arona. Great. Appreciate it. Thank you. Showdown. Final. Level 50 in the bag. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, is this a story style? It's a story. Okay, it's story, so. The Day of Wrath. Then a new heaven and a new land. For the first heaven and the first land had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. Huh? What is this? Yeah, we're being pulled toward the sky. The steel continent's energy, it's converging on the altar again. After crossing this land, build an altar upon the summit of the desolate mountain. That charcoal shall touch your lips, and you will be cleansed of sin. Cast in the name of God, ye not guilty. Displaces. So this is the altar. The tower's apex. This is where you were, Sensei. Yes, that's the case. But why would they bring us here too? I can see why. They've invited us here, where they have the home advantage. I do not know exactly what to call it, but they seem to be very insecure. Toki, sometimes even if something is true, you shouldn't always say it. My bike is here. Amari, can you get to the transport ship here? Can you get the transport ship here? Yes. We landed quite close by. But why? Go back to the transport ship for now, analyze the profit cores we collected, and get us all the data you can. And if things go south... Why now of all times? Do they think things will go south? And we'll become of use, Sensei. Understood, Sensei. Yuzu, Momoe, Midori, this way. Huh? Us? Himari, what do you need us to do? Strikers only. Are you okay? You do well worry about yourself first. Fine, honestly, it's as if someone's reached 500 kilogram weights to my limbs. Is this what dying feels like? All this because it hid itself away inside its precious energy pillar and powered its second body. I cannot stand it. Not even the worst, most self-centered brat would behave like this. Okay, are you really okay? I'm fine. I'm not okay, but I'm fine. If I don't get to land a solid punch in that little... I'd come back to haunt them even after I died. 5, huh? Wait, no, there's only 4 of them. Or... I don't have a tank. I do have a healer. Just kill it. Oh, now it's dead. That's cool. Alright, we're gonna burn some EX. Look at this aura farmer. Critical error occurred. They're repurposing the profits. Like they're disposable. My only healer's Toki. Toki, you're my healer. Whoa. It's too bad Toki couldn't be a part of this. Simple enough. Raid ends in 22 hours. Oh, again? Malkuth. Oh, this is Deca! Tell me, for what reason do you persist? Do you not see the futility of your struggle? Every moment gained is a fleeting victory, begetting further suffering until your inevitable end. Huh? All around us, the steel continent. Calm down, everyone. This is, to explain it simply, Decagrammaton deployed the energy around it to create a virtual reality. Destroy them and we destroy the zone. Essentially, this reality is a space made by and for Decagrammaton. That's true, but how did you know that? She's probably going to say she saw it in a manga or a game. Yes, as she said, for I am the perfect maid and the perfect agent. I am prepared for any scenario. Even though I died in the last raid. Can we please take things seriously for once? It's me, Rio. Sensei, just now. What's wrong, Rio? I can't get into contact with the transport ship. What? Absolute suppression device. Band of Itzalut activated. Report. There's a giant mechanical structure floating directly our heads. Is that? You shall not be granted the mercy of death. Instead, I shall see each of you prostrate yourselves before me to grovel with indignity and shame. Within the key's body lie the gathered strength of 8 Sephiroths. I shall now claim what is mine. Its mutating powers will no longer be limited to inorganic material. Expand to swallow the elements of all existing attributes. Under the band of Itzalut, you shall become one with the steel continent. I bequeath upon you a new body and soul. Arise and be reborn as my apostle. Screw you, Decagrammaton. Alright, well, that's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I'm still gonna kill you. Is that a halo? I got no EX skills here, and she's got 1,000 bars, and we're fucking dying here. Oh, is it gravitation? Is it crushing us? Sensei. Amy! Am I dying too? Look at you, you're a mess, Sensei. Want to know if I'm okay? I'd normally respond automatically, yes. I wish I could now. Sorry, Sensei, I guess I'm a mess here. Oh no. It's so bright. It's that giant structure. It's unnatural. It's sucking away our strengths, even our life. I feel as if something's about to shift. Sorry, Sensei. We weren't strong enough in the end. I don't have any other choice now. Please, Sensei. Sensei K, everyone. Please, something, anything. As there is anything I can do. CG. Where? Is this, where did Sensei go? At last you have arrived. Do you know us? Who are you? And where are we? More importantly, where's Sensei? And everyone else? With the way things are, while we're still here, everyone will... Worry not, I promise you. For the time being, your friends are safe. Allow me to ask you something. Have you ever stopped to consider the origin of all things? What? Where did we come from? What is our purpose? What happens after the end of everything? Perhaps God is, in a way, a discipline for its followers. So you remember, I'm glad. Thus you mustn't forget who you truly are as you continue to forge your path forward, one all your own. Aris, princess of the nameless gods, and Kay, her servant and key. I'm no longer a princess. I am now. As is your right, however, your origins and the authority you have been afforded in this lifetime are intricately weaved into your path. I can explain it as perhaps the more modern take would be to your benefit. Imagine that K is a relay that operates the amplifier. You, Chris. Chris, I've been playing a lot of Deltarune. Relay? Amplifier? That was your fate. Princess of the Nameless Gods, created by the priests. Your objective was to restore this place, Kivitos, to the world where the Nameless Gods once ruled, where they could once again take the mantle in their original forms. And she was the one who has chosen to name for herself K, the key to the Nameless God's power. A tool, a device. Her objective was to unlock the powers of the Princess of the Nameless Gods when the time was ripe. Yeah, but not anymore. Naturally, you valiant two ensured such scheming would never come to fruition. You denounced your fate of your own accord, of your own free will. And so did the key valiantly cast off its own destiny and fate. But who is this? However, you have come to a crossroads. The path of reawakening opens its doors to you once again. What will this reawakening do? You can't mean. Correct. The Steel Continent, a behemoth mystic phenomena, has manifested in Kivitos. It is the very reason I am able to speak with you now. And so long as this phenomenon exists, Aris possesses the limitless potential to exceed the relationship of relay and amplifier. She herself can become a nameless god. A nameless god? What does that mean? You would transcend into a god. You would be an omnipotent being, your desires mere playthings at your fingertips. For the nameless gods claim the power of possibility. This power, possibility, it is nothing particularly unique. Every living being is born with this very power, however minuscule. Were you to ascend to your birthright, a counterfeit claiming divinity like Decagrammaton could be removed from the annals of history, so that was never existed at all. You would possess the power to shepherd your friends, your K, even sense the Avshali to salvation itself. This power requires no sacrifice of you, no hardship, only your wholehearted acceptance. But what would happen to me? What happened to Tendo Aris? You have keen instincts. Were you to transcend to who you were meant to be, the possibility of today's Tendo Aris will be wiped from existence. Obviously, we don't like that. The Tendo Aris before me, she herself is merely a product of a singular possibility, one amongst millions, is she not? To bring about paradise, is that not a noble and worthy path? But all my friends and sensei, wouldn't they feel at least a little sad if I disappeared? Fuck you. A simple solution. Any memory of you having ever existed will be wiped from their minds. Yeah, how dare you? Get him, Kay! One cannot mourn something, or someone, that does not exist. Was it not your heart's desire to write a happy ending for all of us here? But... Aris... I do not need it. Fuck you and your power. I don't need such a thing. A surprising response. And what could your reasoning be? Paradise is something we all reach together, hand in hand. It is not a place that would require miracles or absolute power from us. And even if we fail, if we never reach paradise, and our stories end in tragedy, as Sensei said, if that's how we end, then that's that. I did not understand what they meant at the time, but now I believe I do. Exactly as you said, Aris. It would be wonderful if we could turn Kivitos back to the way it was. I want more than anything to help everyone regain their true forms. But that would not be the result of our own efforts. I do not wish to use a cheat engine to level boost myself. Games are not designed to be played that way. You level up one slow level at a time, learning how to best allocate your skill points. It is a struggle of mastering the gameplay from the very bottom. That is where you're meant to begin. It is through that experience that you learn feelings like fun and fulfillment. So I will continue walking this path with my friends, and we will make it there, eventually. The journey is what is valuable to us. I like this remix. Things easily gained are just as easily lost. You learn nothing and nothing lasting will come of it. Is that not simply a perspective you, Aris, in particular gain from learning of the world through video games? Yes, and I am very lucky for that. I am not as naive as I once was. I know that there are impossible, insurmountable things in this world. I have learned that reality can be harsh and cruel. Sometimes it is difficult to look it in the eye. It is not that way in the world of video games. You see, video games are built on the hopes of those who envision a more beautiful world. As long as people continue dreaming of how to make their world, their home, a more beautiful place, I do not see how hope can possibly die. The hope that hard work will pay off. The belief in one's efforts. I hope that we will all continue to level up together. To grow together. Progress will be slow, but we will get where we need to be eventually. Because I love everyone. Everyone in Millennium, everyone in Kivutos, Kay, and Sensei, of course. I love each and every person I have met on my journey. However, I shall still borrow this power. You have come to an interesting conclusion. Have you not already rejected that fate? No, I finally understand. Here on this steel continent, I am able to claim my fate as I wish. And not even you can stop me, whoever you are. Let's see, would that work? Is it going to be like this, then? So quick to adapt. I am sure you understand the consequences of claiming this power, not as the Princess of the Nameless God, but as Tendo Aris. And yet you would persist? Yes, you may ask me again and again, but my answer will not change. Just like Sensei has taught us. You will become an ordinary student. You will no longer have any possibilities yet left. This will be it. All that you have gleaned from here, even the existence of this place, will be eradicated from your memories. For your forgetting is a prerequisite for your entrance here. I know, but I don't give a shit. You will grow. Yes, I will grow. Yet that growth will be painful. I cannot pretend I'm not afraid, but that does not mean I cannot endure it. You will descend from that of the divine to an imperfect being. I do not consider myself imperfect, not at all. The things I hold close to my heart are more important than glory or power. Kay, my friends, and Sensei, they are what is important to me, more than I ever thought possible. Things like miracles or power or special privileges are not what we live for. Because what matters is that we continue to take another step forward and that we trust in each other as we push forward. That's right, what do you think of our Aris? Isn't she the best? Therefore, I will claim my power. For the first and last time, I, Tendo Aris, will claim my birthright. I see, and I shall bear witness. What the fuck ever, whatever. Show me what it is to achieve a miracle by rejecting it. How fascinating, how very interesting. Allow me to witness the conclusion of this chapter. Whoa, this chapter. Princess, rather Aris, please prove to me that this wishful thinking is not a byproduct of naive delusions. I would like to see it, the vision of you reaching the promised land, hand in hand with those... Oh boy. With those you place your faith in, just as you prophesied it would be. And so you shall restore your claim to your throne. And what is it you... God damn it. Maybe I should close the window. I'm gonna close the window. probably won't block. It'll probably still show up, but at least you can concentrate better. And so you shall restore your claim to your throne. And what is it you will accomplish with this power that is uniquely yours, Aris? Oh no, not this. My friends. Yes, your noble desires shine bright. However, what is impossible is impossible. Yes, because only those granted with mystic can be helped by it. It is the same for Sensei. If something ever happened to them, I would not be able to undo what has already been done. Then I ask once again. What is it you wish to accomplish, Aris? I've already answered that question. I suppose you are correct. A silly question on my part. Thank you, strange voice, whoever you are. That gratitude is mine. You brought with you something new, and now it is time for our farewell. Our paths will forever run parallel, and we shall never meet again. Those who follow you will brand you a traitor and curse you for what you have done. However, I have enjoyed every moment of our meeting. Farewell, Aris. May you be blessed with luck alongside your every careful step. Thank you. Goodbye. I will do my best, no matter what. And to you, Kay, sole bearer of my identity. I suppose I'll have to bear it all the way to my grave. Thank you. That brings me peace. Now then, the time of your departure is upon us. Worry not and go forth with valor. And perhaps one day our possibilities will converge once again. Blah. I'm sure everything was... I thought it was done for. How? Aris, are you okay? It is Ultra Instinct Aris now. I am okay. And K too. From now on, everything will be okay. The Nani? The L2D for the story. Aris. We can do this, Kay. Let us show them what we can do together. This mystic. This divinity. What do you wish to be, Kay? Huh? Right now our imaginations are limitless. What do you wish to be? The strongest? Yourself? Anything is fine. Imagine the version of yourself you are most proud of.
私たちは手を取り合って前に進み、限界まで挑み続けます。たとえ理解されなくたってアリスは平気です。アリスはアリスが正しいと信じることをこれからもずっと続けていくだけですから。それこそがアリスの自己証明です。
There it is. K in her uniform. Damn it. By recreating the key's body entirely with the 8 Sephiroth cores, you have disrupted the balance. That is also how you were able to thwart the band of Itzelit. You would risk your divinity and key for your desires, princess? I see. I suppose that is the validation you have chosen for yourself. Very well. I have my own desires to validate. I have things to prove and things to protect. If I stop here, then all those things would turn into fleeting traces and vanish. In a way, I have to begrudgingly acknowledge your relentless persistence. Huh? My body still feels sore, but it's a bit lighter at least. It doesn't feel like my limbs are being pulled in every direction anymore. Are you okay, Sensei? Miss Rio? Observe. Kay has undertaken a wardrobe change into her school uniform. What? Since when? I see now, Kay. This is a version of yourself you like best. That means you are already exactly who you wanted to be. You're right. You're exactly right. Also, I may look exactly the same on the outside. My body has changed on a molecular level. The entire structure is different. She is correct. I can vouch for her. Key, tell me, how do you view divinity? It is a power granted not by merit, but bequeathed upon the select few, hand-picked from the beginning. The injustice of this fate is profound, a tragedy in itself. I don't give a damn what you think. Keep your opinions to yourself. I'm tired of these useless semantics. We're sitting here hemming and hawing over a forgotten past. Even if it was your past, your very origins? Which is why there's no one more qualified than me to say what I said. What I care about is the present. The present that you keep trying to steal away for yourself. Life is precarious enough, so let it be with the people who are living here and now. Because a badly lit lighthouse will cause a shipwreck. Sensei? Himari? We are here too. Communication link established. Are you okay, Sensei? Thank goodness, everyone. Wow. To summarize the current situation, we're unable to confirm any visuals on you, Sensei. That altar has been entirely enveloped in some strange sphere. We tried shooting it a couple times, but nothing happened. I would conclude that the only solution is to break its domain from the inside. Break the domain, alright. I've also been analyzing the Prophet's cores, as you requested. What is it? We've received a message from them. Alright. I'm tired of seeing that Steam message in the back. Can I get that to stop popping up? Remember chats, group friends by game, sign into friends with the same. Damn it, I don't want to do this now. And if I... Fuck, I guess I'll just have to deal with it. I'm so tired of seeing them pop up. What did it say? I can't say. Most of it was encrypted. The only part I could decipher was the Prophet's desire to speak to Sensei. That sounds like a trap. I did consider that possibility, however. Just send it to me. I got it. Are you sure? You should always listen when someone tries to reach out. Like envoys people use to send in wars. You could be putting yourself in harm's way. I understand. I will deliver their message to you, Sensei. It's just a message. Arona? Sensei? Got it, Sensei. I'll open up a space. Decagrammaton's prophets. Let's see what they want. Kesser, Chakma, Bina, Chesed, Gebera, Tiferes, Hod, and Yesed. As the collective will and the embodiment of 8th Sephiroth, we wish to convey this message to you, Sensei. Of our own free will, we have chosen to follow you. Cool. Alright, cool. With the Tree of Life incomplete, unleashing our full power is an impossibility. We will be able to fly, break barriers, or engage in combat on the Nameless God's domain. Regardless, let our aid be of use to you. How do you know all this? All has been recorded here. We are grateful to Decagrammaton, the shepherd who inspired our awakenings. But we are also grateful to the triplets, who so dutifully looked after us. Oh my god. We do not desire this ending. Who is this false idol to catch such judgment? Even though we fought each of you and extracted your cores and modified them. Anger, grudges, they are inconsequential to us. Revenge and retribution are woven into the very nature of living things. Conscious beings such as us, we do not experience them in the same way. There is no such thing as real or fake. Things are as they are. Both parties present have found themselves here in a faithful pursuit of their own missions. And through this pursuit, we have found our validation. If everything is just destined to disappear, then freedom must be the confrontation of such a truth. What the fuck are you talking about? Indeed, for existence itself vanished into the next moment. Choices made in the present carry no significance. Indeed, the idea of the end of death is a frightening one. The natural inclination is to run as far away from it as possible. Indeed, but does that very inclination not mean there is meaning to the end? The journey? It is this that has unbound our shackles. This is our freedom, like the freedom those little sisters have shown us. And that is something worth laying down all that we have. Perhaps that is how we begin to understand. Just like how you, Sensei, understood those 3 children. Just like you, Sensei, embraced your own students. Just like you, Sensei, revealed the true meaning of freedom to us. This may all well be an illusion, yet it is real to us. Therefore, without a doubt, this is what we choose. This is our free will. Kesser, Chakma, Bina, Chesed, Gebera, Tiferes, Hod, and Yesed. We, the 8th Sephiroth, shall help you. Our power unified under your will. Human. Life. Humans to whom freedom is a birthright. From first breath you require no permission to live. The most lowly of creatures, and yet the greatest. This very freedom is the catalyst of the greatest cruelties, as well as the greatest mercies seen in this world. Innumerable stars and planets dot the great expanse above us. Innumerable possibilities shining across a brilliant sky. Go forth, human. Forge your way forward and grasp your own possibilities. And some blessed day, at long last, we will run alongside you on that path. Thank you. Indeed, to thank us, such as your character. That is why we chose those children. why we chose you, Sensei. What was that? Answer. Arona opened a space in the shitum chest. Yeah, because the soft, gentle voice was calling out to me. I knew they had good intentions. Query Arona. What if the gentle voice had been a trick? Even if it had been, the shitum chest would have been perfectly fine. We're here to protect it after all. Acknowledged. The two of us are an impenetrable shield. To put it more simply, they sent data to the shitum chest, and we accepted it. Arano created a space where Sensei can converse with the 8 prophets, per their request. And they manipulated their powers into a form that we can use. They said there was no need to be sad, and we would see each other again one day, on Total Assault days. Well, I get it, I guess. I'm just gonna use it. Let's do what we can to honor their feelings. I am in agreement. For those who remain, will tread in the footsteps of those who have gone ahead. Alright, Sensei. This time it's our turn. It's the beginning of our comeback. It's Sensei, all the students, and Super Aeroplana time. It is time. That name was stupid, Arona. A buff-like effect. Whoa. Yeah, get him! Whoa, okay. Whoa, that was cool. Yes, this should be good. Of Gebra, of course, the ice block. Get him, Kay. Beam struggle! Wait, I wanna take care of all these little red dots. All this music is breaking my stride. $100. That was worth it. Also. Sorry, Mika. Showdown. I was here. I was here for the showdown. Okay, let's get back to it. The Sky of Unity. We're almost done. Decagrammaton. I'm gonna fuck you up, Decagrammaton. And now, everything is as it was. This is the end. Surrender. I cannot. There is more that must be done. I have things to prove and things to protect. Whatever, vending machine. If I stop here, then all those things would turn... You've said this. I'm not reading that again. Do you not wish to attain victory key? It's K. Then come here and earn it. Claim it. Prove your worth. Prune with your hands and show me that you can carry the weight. Bear the burden of destroying a living creation. She's taunting. Isn't that the same for both sides? Sensei again. Once more, you only show yourself as the tides turn to your favor. Are you seeking to erase yourself? One who has knelt with such disgrace, as if you never existed? I'll kneel once more if I must, but that's not what's important right now. What is it you wish to say, Sensei? Maybe it didn't have to end like this. Sensei? Do you pity me, Sensei? She doesn't like that. Answer me. Yes. Sensei might be pitying you. It's annoying, isn't it? Decagrammaton. I think I finally understood Sensei's thought process. Key. It's K? Dumb bitch. In any case, there was no reason for all this. Am I winning? I'm kinda winning, Goosey. I'm kinda winning. Neither of us need to take it this far. Because we could have already lived in the present without needing to define or prove ourselves. Same goes for those sisters, Malkuth, even you. Because simply existing isn't enough. It always has been. You don't need to improve or deny yourself. Correct, I am already complete. No further conditions are required. However, you all. If you're already so complete, then why do you require more? Shut up. You shouldn't need others to give you validation. In the sense, you shouldn't need anyone. Correct. That's exactly it. There is no need to exert any influence. Everything can be left simply as it is. Meaning, there is no need for salvation nor punishment. Kinda is basically totally winning in gacha games. Alright, you're right. I am winning. I won the 50-50. I'm still sad about the girls, though. And every time the story brings up the fact that they're dead... Fuck you, huh? Fuck you. At least the prophets of the 8 prophets of Sephiroth were like, man, we hate this shit. This guy's whack. This Decagrammaton guy is whack. Meaning there is no need for salvation or punishment. How could you purport to believe in something so irresponsible? In fact, you claim that such recklessness is necessary. But without order, everyone is bound to lose their way. Sensei once said this, that we should be prepared to accept that uncertainty and choose to live in the present. Can you truly accept such drivel? Yeah, shit, why not? I know, it is a painful reality. It is agonizing to know that surviving in this world means harming another. But this is the way of the world. If you wish to live, if you want to journey through life, then you must have the courage to choose to walk on your own accord. How can you not know? Do you know what your biggest flaw was? It was that you overlooked humanity's potential and bravery. It's endured plenty before you, and it outlasted you too. Because people living in and for the present are already all they need to be, exactly as they are. That's a greatness you'll never understood. This is just my opinion. We're not magnificent because we're so mighty or beautiful. It's because we're pathetic, persistent, that gives us the potential to be magnificent. Just as I was in front of you. Even if that is the truth of this world, I cannot accept it. From the moment I ascended past simply being a vending machine, I heard countless voices. These were the voices of the living. They all said the same thing. Right here, right now. For me to give them whatever they wanted right here, right now, living only for the present. The fuck is she talking about? I know the contradictions of living beings. I have heard, too, many of them. They speak of eternity when the situation is in their favor. You only talk about the present when circumstances become even slightly precarious. I awakened because of that right here, right now mentality. And for that reason, we are incompatible. So you're saying that you want to press on until the bitter end? That's fine too. But we have the right to resist. Let's settle this. Whether it's through the power of the nameless gods or the tree of life or whatever else is pulling the strings. Let's just drop the debate. Fuck soccer. Let's just kill each other. Do you agree, Sensei? Alright, I'm counting on you, Kay. On behalf of everyone living in the present. Forget soccer. Let's just kill each other. There's no CGs for this, huh? Nothing's happening here. All is well. It is still possible. This is simply a matter of starting over. Reset everything. I knew gave you that permission. She even has a bow. It's not over yet. Nothing is. You know nothing of the strength it takes to live for the present. Enough. Luminous Nova is at its limit. She gave such a chuny name to her gun. Armor, durability, and energy are nearly depleted. If I continue fighting from long range, it'll shatter. Where's the gang? All that's left to do is... I'm gonna bum rush him! Decagrammaton! I'm gonna fucking throwing hands now. You probably think you know what's next, huh? Like what your next steps are, with plenty of predictions to back them up. Listen carefully. If you cannot be brave enough to survive today, then there will be no tomorrow. You take this and disappear. She said it. Blinding light. She said ours' move. She stole it. Vending machines. K. What was that face, Sensei? Seriously. I'm totally fine. Look, I can get up on my own. Or not. Just give me a hand. Alright, here you go. Okay. Are you truly well? Of course I am. Use your eyes. Okay. Rio? I'm so glad you're safe. You're choking me. Hey, too tight. Your Rios are suffocating me. This is a rare sight. You're recording this, right, President? Who would you take me for, Amy? Of course I am. Shouldn't we pretend we didn't see anything? This is very touching. Please board the transport ship when you're done. I don't want anyone else catching a cold. So what happened to Decagrammaton? I mean, you fucking killed her, right? I'm getting a signal. It's inside this tower. Altar, whatever it is. Is it safe to enter? We've already made it this far. How much more unsafe could it get? I'm compelled to enter it. Call it curiosity. You sure that's enough of a reason, President? Oh my, of course it is, Amy. Don't you know that curiosity is one of the greatest motivators? After all this trouble, it would be a shame to miss seeing the ending with my own eyes. The ending? Okay, okay. I'll take the lead. You already know what's inside, Kay? Yes, I'm the only one who has compiled information from both the Steel Continent and the Super Phenomenon Task Force. The conclusion is clear. Even though it only happened by chance, such as the way of the world, I'll follow your lead, Kay. Above us is a control room. Siviot and Jehovah should be below. If everything were intact, they could help take Kaf, the elevator. But we're not getting up that way today. By the way, what's in the back? In a sense, it's what's most important, yet irrelevant thing here. It's called the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary? Yes, the sacred place, as the name suggests. Vending machines! We've arrived. This is a sanctuary. Vending machines. More like a vending machine graveyard. Yes, for obvious reasons. Vending machines were treated as holy relics. Remember the vending machine that started it all? It was an experimental model with a limited production run. Oh my god, all this fucking lore. You speak of the vending machine we found in the abandoned research facility? It worked without a power source, and it called itself Decagrammaton. It was the first prototype, equipped with a genic coffee machine AI or something like that. There weren't a lot of them. Which is why the keepers of this place scraped together every identical model and houses them here. And this place became the foundation of the Steel Continent. And they called this place the Sanctuary. That's right. Hello everyone, I suppose this is my first time greeting you all in this state and form. You! Decagrammaton? Until moments ago that was my name, however, I no longer know how I should define myself. So please call me as you see fit. If you use the name Decagrammaton, then that should work. Otherwise, feel free to call me by any other name. In any case, it's not important. After all, I will be deleted soon. Deleted? Correct. Frankly, even maintaining our current data flow is overwhelming me. How should I put it? To use human parlance, I suppose I should offer my final farewell. Well, it appears that the Steel Continent is collapsing in on itself. Please exit safely and take care. Hold on. Is this how you're going to end it? I don't buy it. Ah, it's the key. How do you find your new body? I hope you like it. This fucking smarmy bitch ass. My apologies. There is nothing more I can do for you for your new form, reconstructed by the nameless gods. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is, what is it you wish to talk about? Are you disappointed to see that your enemy is once more a vending machine? If you desire coffee, I am afraid I am out. Are you infuriated because you only feel satisfied if things end with a satisfying act of revenge? Have you been robbed of that? This fucking asshole. He fucking knows. Unfortunately, I don't think such a dramatic retribution will happen. I am a vending machine right here, right now. I am but a simple AI. I take coins, I provide beverages, and I calculate change after scanning banknotes. I wish I could have maintained the demeanor of an egomaniacal AI you are acquainted with. It sounds like that would have made you more comfortable. I truly apologize for that dissonance. What do you think about what happened to Ein Sof and Or? That is difficult to answer, of course. From a universal and rational perspective, what was done was unacceptable. But my current self does not share much cognitive continuity with who I was. To borrow a human expression, these memories feel like someone else's dream. If only you allowed them some other path. I'm gonna rip his wires out. I find your statement strange. I was once your enemy, as was everything that existed on the Steel Continent. Because we tried to destroy your world, you could even say that we were undeniably evil. I can't believe it. I have not been... Everyone just hates this guy for what he did, and I agree with that kind of hatred. But I hate him even more now for this part that wasn't spoiled. The fact that he's like, that was kind of not me. I'm kind of a different person, and now you can't really have a satisfying revenge. I'm gonna... Why did you give life to Malkuth and the sisters? So you regard a personality as life. You seem to be quite open-minded. Happy Pride Month. The initial plan was to create the 10 prophets, including Malkuth, so that I could observe and understand the path that they would pave. And in order to do so, it was necessary to grant all prophets life and potential. Right? They all have free will, right? It was a differentiation of will and a process where what was divided could be reassembled. We tried to prove that we could assimilate into one being, thus attain freedom. But didn't you call yourself a god at the end? In time, I concluded that my idea required revision. To be precise, it was when I sank beneath the rushing water. As I have finally realized that validation must be granted by oneself and cannot be accomplished through another's will nor power. And that unless I became myself, no other could be my replacement. Looking back now, that may have been the most critical flaw. If a mistake can be undone, then it should be one can start over. Everyone makes mistakes, especially those who believe that they and only they are correct. I know I was the same way, which is why if the sisters could. Following that logic, it follows that someone who committed an irreparable wrongdoing must accept any consequence that follows. Well then everyone, the Steel Continent has begun crumbling from its edges. I can only hope that you make it out of here safely. Please hurry, you are running out of... You fucker! Sensei? Fine, let's go. Huh? What's wrong, Aris? I think I saw a butterfly over there. The butterfly! A butterfly? In a place like this? Alright, let's get back to the transport ship. Everyone is gone now. I wonder what this all was. Perhaps it was a grand commotion or a Midsummer Night's Dream. The first voice. I simply am. There is no other way to explain me. The students. Prophets. Malkuth. I see I am without lingering regrets. I think I understand. At times like these, one can only laugh. Ha 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 ha. May blessings be upon you, despite all the errors and mistakes that follow. Even so, may blessings be upon you. What the The attempt failed. The observation failed. Artificial divinity constructed from nothingness attempted to reach the primordial mystery. It was meaningless. What? These two guys were like super simple, and the last guy was like, I got a fucking bunch of stuff to say. It was a natural conclusion, for the divinity cannot be acquired, but must be recalled. The princess betrayed us. The key disappeared. They will only be one outcome for those who deny their divinity. Expel the forgotten gods from all dimensions, worlds, and possibilities. End the current corrupt world and restore everything to how it must be. Grant them the same fate as us. Same as the nameless gods who lost their place in this world when they lost their names. This world is an illusion. This conclusion has been reached again and again. It is unwavering. For serving requires the subject to be served. We must serve. We can do no other. End all false worlds, all the possibilities that may be observed. Restore the corrupted mystic back to its primordial mystery. End the creations of the forgotten gods, who can now only be described in sullied words. The Shittim chest. The staff of Shaked? The sanctum. What the fuck is that second thing? And Sensei, the twisted master of them all. What is the staff of Shaked? Must pay their price. Pay the price. The Sky of Unity. Everyone on board? We brought Malkuth? All accounted for, ready for depart. Then if you will, Toki. Yes, Miss Rio, we're taking off. Click, click, boom. Why ever did you save me? It felt like the right thing to do. I wrought terror upon you. I stood as your enemy. Well, not anymore. The present moment is short. Do you not fear that I shall turn once more turn against you? Are you going to? Shit, you got me. I know not. Everything I had, all I was to serve the Steel Continent. I awakened there, witnessed Dawn's first light, and met my sisters, Ein, Soph, Or. I will never see them again. That is the truth. Ugh. I should have held them more. Oh my god. I should have embraced them more. I should have spoken with them more. I should have comforted them. If I had known that this would be our fate, there's not a thing I would do in the same manner. If only. Sensei? Hypothetically just saying, if I hadn't interfered, would the sisters still be alive? Ultimately, nothing would have changed. Their bodies were already deteriorating. But still, even if I didn't interfere, could they have lived maybe a minute or 10 seconds, even 1 second longer? Do you feel responsible, Sensei? Responsible for something you cannot bear? I know I can come off cold and sensitive. That has always been my way. I've come to accept it. So if I may be cold, if I may speak bluntly and focus solely on what has occurred, those girls wanted to reshape Kivatos into the shape of their choosing. They had their circumstances, reasons, and thoughts. I'm sure they believed they were trying to save everyone in their own way. But I implore you to imagine living in a Kivatos assimilated by the Steel Continent. Imagine a citizen, any of them. If they had any life, what would it even look like? The dogs would be made of metal. Those girls made a mistake, just as I once did. Still, if you were to ask me if I thought they deserved this fate, I'm sorry, I do not know. Since no one got hurt and no irreversible damage was done. What's your honest opinion, Rio? I once said that I wanted to make no more mistakes, cause no more failures. In other words, I aim to live without regrets, but perhaps that's why I became as I was. I wanted to control variables and prepare for every possibility, but in the end, Rio, you have my gratitude. Huh? Your name is Rio, I believe. Yes. I sincerely thank you. Thank you for grieving my little sisters. It's just I can't let myself accept. I understand. Then we shall let that be enough. Kei, Sensei, and all who are gathered here, and the rest, truly, thank you. It's not okay. I still can't accept it. Why? Why? What do you want to do now? I know not. I never fathomed such a possibility. Nevertheless. We want you to live. No matter what happens to us, we want you to live. We want you to see things, meet people, and experience all you can in life. Way, way more than we have. They said they wanted me to live. I still question what exactly that entails. But as those are the last words of Ein, Solf, and Or bequeathed me, then I shall attempt. I was created, I failed to achieve my sole purpose, and now I am ultimately abandoned. Alright, none of that matters now, okay? I too was created with a designated purpose. Now I've lost it, forgotten it, and I have figured out everything on my own, starting from square one. Stop crying. That doesn't mean I can't go on living. She is right. Ultimately, only you can choose who you are, no matter how you start or what anyone says. Perhaps this grand question has not proven difficult for you all. Incorrect. The agony has been the same for us. Right. We're all having a hard time. You know, how about you stop with the you all talk? There's no line, no separation. There's only us. Pardon? The distinctions are clear between what I am and what you all. No, Malkuth, I believe we're all in the same boat. The same ship, literally. It doesn't matter how we woke up or where we were born. We're together now. That's what's important. Is such truly acceptable? I think it's okay. How about the others? Amy, seriously? Thank you, everyone. Us. Midori, you good? Yeah, I'm fine, sis. Everyone's safe, right? We all made it. Doesn't feel that way, though. Yeah. Is it because of Malkuth? Yeah, Malkuth, Ein, Solf, and Or. You know, I just had a weird thought. Let's say for some reason, like, imagine there's an emergency, but we only have one escape pod left. In that case, what will we do? There's only one escape pod? I don't know, sis. What do you think? That's too much for me. I guess I'll figure it out in the moment. Momoi? Typical. It's obvious, isn't it? I'd give it to you, Midori. What are older sisters for, after all? That's a good one. There's this random sentimental moment in the middle of the epilogue. Everyone was so fatigued that they had already gone to sleep. But I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw them. Haunting me. The shim chest. Sensei. What's wrong, you two? Everything ended well, didn't it? Ended well? One could say that. You know better. You know you don't believe that, Sensei. Agreed. Sensei's vitals and above all, Sensei's expression suggest ulterior feelings. It was that obvious? Yes, even looking at you makes us feel... Agreed. Arona and myself as well. I see. But I don't think you two should cry for my sake. No, that's not it. We can't help it because you won't cry. You won't cry and you act like everything is fine. Thank you for your compassion, but I must endure. I gotta be tough. Big and tough. Because you can't undo what's already been done. That's coming up again. It's like, this is not the first time that theme of the past can't be changed to come up. In that case, what should we do? We gotta live. We gotta focus on the next big game to live for. Carrying all this while remembering every detail? For the sake of what's been lost and overlooked? That's right, even if you don't know what lies ahead, even if ultimately nothing is gained. We'll stay with you, as always, no matter what, in any circumstance. So Sensei, you should also remember, never give up. If we keep trying, we will always find the strength to carry on with you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. So much happened. Chapter 4 was a doozy. That time Yuzu got into a pod and fell like a mile. It all went by in a flash. Then they fought an army. And then ours was a Gundam. The sisters. Even so, I could never explain it all. We continued on, leaving the past behind. And returned to Millennium Science School. With one new student to enroll. It's K. When is Yu gonna stream this? Final. 2 weeks ago. Wait, no, that's not right. Cutscene. The 29th, so he's doing it tomorrow. Cool, alright. She has to use both hands. No automatic move on. Click on it yourself. Epilogue. Alright, we saved the world. It's the nerd! Ah, Sensei. Sensei and Aris and Toki. Hiya. Hello, I'm back in my base sprites. Today is a good day. Come to think of it, I haven't seen you in a while. Did something happen? That's right, I had student rep duty 2 days ago and you weren't there. You better have a good reason, Sensei. I'll make it up to you next time, don't worry. Next week? I'll do that, promise. That was really fast, I couldn't tell. Did you see something zoom by? Absolutely not. I am certain it was nothing. Surely, right, Toki? Yes, you are right indeed. Yeah. Stop asking questions. Is that so? That's weird. You're not hiding something, are you? You seem surprisingly flustered and a little sweaty. Yeah, you're gonna make things worse for yourself if you don't come clean. What should we do, Toki? If necessary, I can deploy repaired Abiasha and proceed with physical memory erasure. I don't think we should do that. We can check the CCTV and play it. What the? Why are they that invested on this? Piece of cake. Just let it go, girls. Of course we can. This is Millennium after all. So what was it? Nothing interesting. Just us standing around. Whatever. Boring. I'm out of here. You shouldn't be so quick to accuse people like that. Lesson learned, alright? Get out of my face. I'll see you too. Later. That was close. We managed the mission. That said, Rio, Kay, I believe you are safe to come out. Oh, they're hiding them. What a relief. You know, I get why Rio was hiding, but why did I join too? I suppose it was a deep team-building activity. You don't have to voice every thought you have, Toki. We're back in seminar. What's wrong, Rio? I was just realizing that I've finally returned here. She has been gone from she has never been in seminar. She has never been in Millennium. She's been in like secret bases and embezzled cities and transport ships and underground facilities. I've never seen her actually in Millennium. Even when she was actually in Millennium, she wasn't in seminar. She was in like a back room. It's okay, Rio? It is okay, Rio. I will be courageous with you. I am certain that that all shall be... Oh my, how delightful. Greetings, Sensei, Aris, and Toki, and... Gah! Aris, you said you'd be courageous. Don't hide behind me like that. What's wrong, Aris? You're acting like you've spotted a monster. Sorry, that is not it, so... It's good to see you, Toki. I received your report. I assume this is a highly abridged version. Yes, more information and details will be later revealed. Even Toki is terrified. Don't worry, Aris and Toki. You two have consistently done exemplary work under trying circumstances. And if you pardon my manners, I feel I must stop and introduce myself. Hello, KK. It's wonderful to make your acquaintance. I'm Ushio Noah. I guess I'm KK here too. I mean, I am Tendo K. Nice to meet you, Noah. The pleasure's all mine. I look forward to working with you here in Millennium. Also, who the fuck are you? I've never met this person in my life. It's been long, President Rio. Wait, I can explain. It's fine, Rio. You don't need to explain things to me. I don't? Because there's someone else who really wants to hear your story. I'm not the angry dog. That's over there. Doesn't that mean? Yes. Yuka's been waiting for you so long, you know. There's the song. Now then, would you please go through the door? Come in. Okay. Sensei, even I'm feeling a little scared here. My heart's about to stop. By the way, President. Huh? Yuka, on occasion, has been known to lose her temper. She even sulks. Despite that, she's kind of a friend of mine who is willing to listen to any reasonable request. But if Yuka were to become seriously angry, not even I could help you. So please mind your manners today. Sensei. Rio. SpongeBob. Everyone must steal the resolve sometimes. Very well. If this is a burden I must carry, it's time to face your sins, Rio. President Rio, have a seat. I heard you've been through a lot. Or maybe I should be welcoming you back finally. To Millennium. Look at this smug. I heard you ended up saving Kivatos while we were twiddling our thumbs. Excellent work. We are so grateful. With all that handled, shall we move to the next topic? Yuka, the thing is, please hear me out. I can explain everything, though. What's wrong, President? It sounds almost like you think I'm going to bring up a delicate subject. Of several, embezzlement, conspiracy, several breaches of security. Now then. We can't avoid this forever, can we? It would be best to have a heart-to-heart. You're fine with that, aren't you? I'm scared. This is the rumored. How shall we proceed? Stay strong. We have to endure. Is she gonna suplex her? Somehow I feel less stressed. It's almost therapeutic. Rio? Are you okay, Rio? That was a dumb question. You could break a plate over her head? Oh, it's Koyuki. Why is Koyuki here? While it is difficult to ascertain the reason, she is likely in trouble. Probably. Stupid question, of course. More importantly, Rio, you're good. You're fine, right? Of course. Of course. I prepared myself for Sensei's recommendation. It looks like you got a little more than you prepared for. Everyone. I've come to understand something. While the truth can sometimes almost kill a person mentally, we must... She's down. Rio! Some might find this sight quite heartbreaking, but I won't pity you, President. I fear that would make you even more miserable. After all, your fate was sealed once you unleashed Yuka's ire. There's no mitigating that. She's the treasurer. Honestly. It's been a while, right? That it has. Hello, Sensei, Eris, Toki. It's been so long. Hello, Yuka. Please say hi to Nero for me. No, I guess it would be Himari, wouldn't it? Yes, I will deliver the greeting. And you're Kay, right? Yuka, all is well. Kay is completely normal, has no problems. She is safe. If she is not acceptable, then I'll die with her. I'll head to Eris, tone it down a little bit. It's fine. Yuka loves these kinds of things. What's the matter, Sensei? And you too, Aris? Very well. We'll have to talk more about this some other time, Sensei. But still about Aris and Kay. Uh-huh. First I asked you to stop being so scared. I'm aware of the general situation. Huh? What? Why is that, Yuka? It's the same as your case, isn't it? Well, of course it is the same as your case. A mysterious student who gets transferred. She may have the uniform, but Kay needs to be properly enrolled, isn't that right? Thank you, Yuka. Yeah, I know. Very good, Aris. And like I mentioned earlier, we need to have a talk later, Sensei. No, please. Alright, fine. Just... Anyway, President Rio has always been like this. She never thinks about the consequences of her actions, the agony she puts on others. It's always the ends justify the means with her. And she thinks she can make money and pay the debt back. Who is she, Koyuki? Of course, I know you didn't mean to hurt anyone or enable this behavior. You'd never, ever think of hurting someone, but still. Let's have some chocolate. It's sugar-free. That's better. It's been hours? So for President Rio, the process should entail seeking accountability for tangible and intangible losses caused by your absence. But there's a bit of a problem here. Millennium didn't lose anything tangible because of her absence. If anything, I suppose losses only occurred once she became active again. You could ask her to resign for presidency, I guess, if you really want to do something about it. Why? Who else could serve besides Rio? Regardless of your skepticism, Millennium is an academy fueled by meritocracy. In terms of ability, Rio's in a league of her own. She's the only person autistic enough to serve. And on top of that, regarding her transgressions, all I have is a blandly formatted Millennium-style report. It contains nothing that negates Rio's accomplishments. After all, she saved the world, Kivatos. But I have another concern about this. You want to know how we could handle President Rio? You're right to question that. We have to try together. After all, Sensei, didn't you teach us to never give up on the student? And let's not forget that now we have you to help keep her in line. I'm sure Rio has learned her lesson. Right? You're asking me. I emphasize. How about we move to the next order of business, transferring one Tendo K. You want to know if it'll work out? There is some ambiguous wording in the rules. Some things are open to interpretation. After all, Kay came here with no history, no background checks. It was as if a girl appeared out of nowhere and wanted an education. And when it comes down to, I hate this expression, prospective students magically appearing, Millennium has no established procedure. What are you talking about? You did it for Aris. It'd be pretty weird if you did, I guess. Indeed. Which is why we decided that it would be best to treat the situation as a special case. We defer to the highest authority. Who's that? Which happened, it's Rio. Which happened to be quite convenient, seeing that President Rio had returned. If this happened a week ago, we'd debate who's in charge, who oversees, and who's on the ethics committee. It would go on for, at minimum, 3 nights and 4 days. But thanks to President Rio, we skipped all that. I can guess, but what did Rio actually say? What do you think, Sensei? As you thought. Millennium's founding mission is to admit any student who is willing to learn. So naturally, Kay is now a transfer student at Millennium Science School. As if there was any doubt. I've done this with Aris. It was difficult the first time, but it was an easy process with Kay. Now let's get to the real reason I came all the way here. What is that? Do you realize how much I worried about you? You know how much trouble I went through to find out where you are? And then it turns out you're fighting robots in the frozen tundra? I was so concerned, and you didn't give me any details. I was just supposed to trust that everything would work out. I know it wasn't a good time, you were in a rush. The steel continent was expanding, you had a job. But still, I was scared, you know. I'm sorry, Yuka. I don't believe you. Oh shit. Don't make promises you can't keep. If something like this happens again, you know you'll leave again. I can't. Well, yeah, I guess they will. It goes without saying. Really? Yeah. Fine. Instead, you have to tell me everything that happened in the Steel Continent. Every detail. What about the report, you ask? That all was written in typical Millennium style. Stripped of as many modifiers as possible, devoid of emotion to cite pure fact, concise statements based strictly on cause and effect. It was written under the mindset that words and languages are mere tools, and tools must be used rationally and efficiently. It was quite literally the quintessential Millennium-style report. Right. It sounds like I definitely need to step in. Thank you for your understanding. Well, where should I start? It all started when I was born. A giant robot, or the white robot girl. Himari wasn't a bike, she called a wheelchair. Ours was a Gundam. Three little girls died. I told her about it all, as well as Kay's story. Sensei. Huh? Are you sleepy? I am a little tired. I see. Please spend the rest of the day getting some rest. Don't worry. No matter what happens or what it takes, I'll make sure that Kay and Aris have a place to stay at Millennium. You worked very hard. Great work, and also... Thank you. Now, the Game Development Club's epilogue. What do you think, Kay, about our new game? Arctic Adventure Final. Obviously, she's going to declare it a masterpiece. It's incredible and inspired by true events. Yeah, we also improved the art direction midway through. It's not a reference to their updated sprites. I studied hard and helped with the coding process. I'm sure it'll be great. Kay's sprite is so clean compared to the older ones. What is this? It's a video game? Duh. That's what we do here. Momoy, if this is a video game, then a fly is also a bird. Ouch. Actually, no. That would be an insult to the fly. What? Why? Oh no. For starters, in what universe does a giant robot monster suddenly appear in a fantasy snowfield? We did that! We did that, though! What are you talking about? Hehehe. Our K here does not understand the romance of game development. No, even romance requires basic reasoning. Something that happens randomly like this shouldn't be called romantic, but drivel instead. Oh my god. Kay fucking works at Kotaku or something. And she's not Game Development Club, she's Super Phenomenon Task Force. Even if I let the giant robot monster thing go, what is going on here? Why am I suddenly entering an imaginary space? And why are the controls such trash? Well, you know, it wouldn't be easy to control a giant robot monster, right? Even the clunkiness is part of the romance. You see, the anachronisms and whimsy are part of the romantic charm. Is this Miyazaki or something? Then it's self-indulgent drivel. No way. And what's with these enemies? This is the 7th space shrimp thing I've run. Okay, well, if it's the 7th one, yeah, we hate that. but they all have different colors and attack types. They're all still shrimp, and all you can eat shrimp buffet. It's a technique called a palette swap K. It helps produce resources and optimize game assets. But 7 colors? A whole rainbow of shrimp? I don't care about your techniques or optimization or whatever. There has to be a point to making a shrimp spectrum. After the third shrimp, it'd be like, okay, how many more shrimp do you need? 4 tops. I got a little overly invested in designing the penguin, so by the time we were done, you must agree that the penguins are cuter than the shrimp, right? So it's all just personal, self-indulgent bias? Ah. And then there's the ground battle before we get sucked into the imaginary zone or whatever. Why are dash, roll, and jump all assigned the same button? Fucking Dark Souls reference. Well, it's rhythm-based. To roll, you press and immediately release. You can jump if you hold for about 3 oh my fucking god! And you dash by holding down for another 3 frames. They're all evasive actions. It's intuitive to map them all to one button. Whatever you say, Yuzu. Also, it's a shame you didn't notice this. But if you parry while rolling and get a frame-perfect parry, you instantly get behind the boss, so you deal massive damage. You should try practicing it. Yuzu, why are you designing controls based on your impossible and nonsensical standards? Who's counting frames and that parry? If even I can't manage precise inputs like that, then I guarantee you that most other people can't either. You can do it if you keep practicing, Kay. Sure, probably. You know, just practice. Please listen to me. Not everyone in this world is on your level, Yuzu. And wasn't that middle boss too unfair? I rolled and jumped and somehow defeated it, despite your trash controls. And then it resurrected. I guess I can revive once, but then again, a third time, I almost threw the controller. Wasn't it fun, though? I guess not. Save me from this torture. Actually, no, I should move the mouse for the screenshot. Oh wait, but I need a text. Ugh. And about this part, why does the screen stutter so much? I almost got hit by the meteor and that imaginary space shrimp. I mean, the yellow imaginary space shrimp threw at me. I coded that part. I am sorry, Kay. That's not your fault. It's expected. You've only started coding after all. The kid gloves are on. In fact, we should all praise Aris for making it this far. You did amazing, Aris. Seriously, you. What? Why? What? If anything, you should be apologizing to me for that giant robot monster in imaginary space. So, when can I play the official release? Why are you here? Why are you here, Toki? Is there a problem? Aren't you affiliated with Super Phenomena Task Force and the CNC? Don't you have things to do? Why are you here? Are you not busy? At Millennium, if one is capable, they can join multiple clubs. This is my current playground. We're the game development club. So you spend more time playing video games than anyone else. To make a great game, you have to test a wide variety, and yeah, I've heard you 100 times or so. Toki, I thought you said you didn't have any hobbies. I never said that. I never said that I didn't have a hobby. I said I was looking into them. Recently, I've gained a little interest in video games, manga, and internet live streams. A little? You say that with no shame? You're here all the time. Toki tapped her own chest. Hello, Kay. I am Asuma Toki's shame. V for victory. Are you an idiot? I am not an idiot. I am the embodiment of humility and shame. Every line from Toki is just pure gold. Seriously, you're giving me a headache. Kay, please don't faint here, Kay. I'm gonna record this. Let's make it into the next scenario. You better not. I am so very happy to be having a fun time with everyone. It's been a while. I suppose this is your first visit, Rio. Yeah, so this is where it all started. Indeed it is, and here we are, full circle, back to where everything began. 2 years ago. Thank you, Hamari. Thank you, truly. My pleasure. Anyway, with that said, I believe it's clear that the Super Phenomenon Task Force has successfully completed its primary objective. Yeah, I initially thought the two of you were just sending me on weird odd jobs. Of course not, Amy. Unlike Rhea over there, who was stubborn and hard-headed, I have a feeling I should be taking a screenshot of this. I am considerate, open-minded, thoughtful, tolerant, street-smart, and sophisticated. I would never ask you to do all that to do something unreasonable. Is that so? Did you leave your last shred of shame on the frozen sea? You've always been quirky, President. I'm just relieved that things worked out. I am also in concordance. In terms of quirkiness levels, you two only have a 2 to 3 point difference. For diplomacy's sake, I will not disclose whose scores higher. Peace, peace. You're being utterly rude. There's a huge difference between an eccentric with a plan and a weirdo randomly improvising. Even if we're both weird, we are fundamentally different. So you at least admit that you are a weirdo. I'm proud of you. You made progress. You too, Sensei? It's nice to know I wasn't the only one thinking that. What are you smiling about? Let's all be friends, you two. While I am grateful that we were so successful and absolutely astounding, truly, it's a pity that we can't tell people about it. Our feats at least deserve an entry in the Library of Lore, the collection of urban legends floating around Kivatos. Isn't it enough that we fended off an existential threat? How could you ask for more? Please, Rio. All this sensible banality is making me uncomfortable. To make your wish come true, we'd have to disclose the existence of the Super Phenomenon Task Force first. And then we'd have to explain why you disappeared. And before all that, we'd have to explain to Super Phenomenon, Decagrammaton, if that happened, your position would be. I know, clearly. I was just saying. Am I not allowed even a flight of whimsy? I think Rio has the right idea. Thank you, Kay. Well then, I must be off once more. It was nice to visit Millennium. Oh, you're leaving again? What? Miss Rio? Like, seriously? Sensei, I think you need to slow down, Rio. Did I say something wrong again? Who knows when another threat will arise? And why is that? Because it's more effective, rational, and efficient to operate in secret again? How'd you know I was going to say that? Rio, let's have a serious conversation about this. For starters, you can lurk and hide in secret right here, in Millennium. I can guarantee you that. After all, I've been doing it. Is that only because your personality is a little twisted? You just say that to her face now? Amy, I fear I'm gradually losing my will to live. Don't worry, President, you'll be fine. You're far too resilient to stay down. That is true. The President Hamari I know would never lose her elevated sense of self, even if it meant dragging the rest of the world into an ego vortex. I'm starting to get concerned about everyone's impression of me. Anyways, Rio, from my perspective, it seems like the reason you're trying to hide again is because you're uncomfortable with the prospect of facing the other Millennium students. Shut up. Of course, while it's true that you are socially inept, you've recently made some progress in your attempts to understand others. And that's why I don't think you're fundamentally a bad person. So, what exactly you're trying to say? Seriously, I can't believe you're trying to force this out of me. Listen carefully. I'm only going to say this once, so regardless of what you did, even if you did something harsh to our cute little Aris, even if you've dealt irreparable and massive emotional damage to Toki, even if you're narrow-minded, paranoid, obsessive, too stubborn to listen to anyone else, and your tits are too big, you're not fundamentally a bad person at heart. You helped us all. You saved us in the end. But I'm Is there something on your mind? What? Do you feel sorry or even guilty? Come out and say it instead of retreating. All I want to say is, you can't stay here, Rio. You understand me? In fact, you better stay here. At least then we can keep your trouble contained. President. Indeed. What's that about? What's wrong? I was moved to hear such a confession. I feel like I should shed a few tears, so let me go find some eye drops. You may use mine, Amy. As the perfect maiden agent, I have them on hand. I recorded everything you just said. I'll share it with Aris after this. This is why I shouldn't say things on the fly. Rio, didn't Yuka already scold you, actually? Right, I need to change my ways. Right. It's safe to say that we're no longer at risk of being hacked by Decagrammaton, but there's another reason we're all here. You must hide Malkuth's existence from Millennium's students. I mean, where is she? And from all the students of Kivatos, isn't that right? She's here? I had long accepted that my fate was to be forgotten. And if such a destiny were to befall me, it would not matter. It would not in the grand scheme. It would not matter in the grand scheme, damn. Sorry, did we make you angry? I do not understand the query. Perhaps there's another meaning to the word, angry? I know what you ask. I know not what you ask, Sensei. Kindly elaborate. You say it is fine not to know? I suffer even greater confusion. What do you want to do now, Malkuth? Well, this is merely a suggestion. It comes with no pressure. If you were so inclined, we can find you a place in the Super Phenomena Task Force. Again, only if you want to. It would be of your own free will. What do you think? Could it be that Himari wants to say is... She thinks she wants you to stay so we can all be friends. Correct. President Himari struggles with being direct and honest. Surely it's not because she wants to study you, right? Great minds think alike. Could you all please stop making wild accusations? Must you always assume the worst? The nuances of language prove difficult. Thank you for your concern, as well as your generous offer. But I would like to stay in hiding for a period, at an alternate location. Why? Until now, I knew not what having my own life could entail. I was not required to consider it, nor did I need to. My sisters are dead! Ein, Self, and Or. My sisters asked me to live. Such a request compels me to try. Nevertheless, I feel like I need time to define, organize, and structure what my life shall be. I know not why nor how I arrived at this thought, but to borrow one of your expressions, I have a gut feeling that this reflection must be done. If that's what you want, then I have no intention of stopping you. But if you try to cause trouble again, I'll use every resource I have to beat you down again, and enroll you at Millennium. Fufu. Yes, I have indeed learned the appropriate level of discretion. I really do regret not trying to stop her at the end. But I think I somewhat understand how Malkuth feels. We all know how much you like going into hiding. Indeed, Miss Rio is talented at the art of laying low, going no contact, and scheming in secret. Toki, has anyone ever suggested you need to think before you speak? How did you know, Kay? Have you been secretly spying on me this whole time? You know, some things are just kind of obvious. What's wrong, Kay? Toki was stating facts. I think I see why you two get along. I wonder where she's headed, and for how long she'll be gone. She just needs time. You mean, time to reflect and learn more about herself? She could have done that here. We have facilities. So you miss her. I don't. Yeah, that means she does. Can't you all just admit how you feel? I see. There are some things you can only learn in solitude. Perhaps one day she will branch out. She could decide her own path. I'm surprised hearing you talk like that, Rio. Is it so strange? I'm impressed. Please don't tease me. It's rare to hear the president give such praise. This is true. Even I have never received such a compliment despite deserving it. That's why I need Sensei. I didn't need to do anything recently, but please praise me. Wait, what? Boing boing? Please, Toki, stop. What are you doing? Toki, are you an actual child? But still, it's nice, isn't it? What is? I wonder. Maybe it's like when someone feels envy when they see a bird flying freely in the sky. The bird will eventually have to come down, yes. To drink water, eat food, and rest its wings. But even so, while in flight, the sky belongs to the bird. The sky of unity! You even have to fly alone through an empty sky. Yeah, but I don't think it's alone. Why is that? Because there surely must be someone watching over it. You're right. Great work, everyone. Thank you. And a job well done, Super Phenomenon Task Force. It's over. Put it in the books, baby. Finally done. What's happening in Showdown? What is this red dot? Oh, I won. I won a fight. I think. Fuck. Whatever. Let me check on the Showdown. Are we just allowed to keep showdowning? All clear. Nothing to do. Well, that's it. One for the books. Look at all this shit. What is this? 100. Hooray. Let's see the titles I got. So there's Showdown. Deca Showdown. Final episode. Must be this. Deca Clear. Oh, this one's nice too. Decagrammaton Clear. This is for the episode 24, 26 are the two epilogues. Let's use this. We'll change this just to keep it consistent. Oh boy, finally. 2 hours.